Last time we left you with the completion of our custom exhaust built in-house at Boosted Performance. Let's continue with the build. Over at Spraytech Panel and Paint, Mark and the lads give our Truno a birthday, grinding almost every inch of her to bare metal. Gadget sourced new fiberglass front quarters from Eugene at 86factory.com. And fitting them were as easy as screwing them up, keeping in mind the necessary gaps by the pop-up lights.
We get the gaps right so that everything looks nice.
It was a big job, so Gadget got as many people to help as he could.
He's High Speed and Laura.
And before long, the naked Truno was in the spray booth ready for the new war paint to go on. Every nook and cranny painted, Initial X is starting to look slick. Back at Boosted Performance, the Truno gets her undercarriage sealed with tar to keep rust at bay. The Cressida fuel pump was naffed, so we had to get a new one.
Fuel pump. Our new Walbro in-tank fuel pump. Very universal pump, fits just about every application possible. A lot smaller, but it pumps a lot more fuel, pumps enough for about 500 horsepower. This is the old pickup. The bottom we're going to run with the Walbro one. You just remove the cap here and fit this on with a filter. Put the little clip on the bottom. And there we have it. So it sits in there like that. There's the new pickup. Picks it up and it just wire these wires straight up to the original wires and it's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it just slots back into the tank like so.
Straight in this time.
There we go.
Oh.
That bracket back on there. Bob's your uncle. This is the original fuel sender from the A85. So when your tank's full, it's like that. And when it's half there and empty down like that. Now, we've measured the resistance in this one and also in the standard Cressida one, and it's very similar. So we're going to run with the original Cressida fuel tank sender. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll read correctly, and if it doesn't, you got Jess to blame, because he said it will.
Now to the clutch.
Cylinder's is actually off a A86, but it didn't come with a push rod to push the actual fork, so I've made one, and we've had to space it out from the actual gearbox, the slave cylinder, because it's quite close at the bottom here, because it's not a A86 gearbox, it's a Toyota Hilux gearbox. Okay, now this hole we had to cut a little bit bigger because the factory tunnel that we didn't actually modify was too close to this fork here. We couldn't, when it was stroking all the way out, it would be fully rubbing on the side here. So we had to cut out a hole, and now everything's all working fine. We'll just weld up a plate over the top and seal it.
It'll look mecha.
Under seal it, you won't even know that we cut it out. Here we have the original brake booster out of the A85. It will not fit in this space that we've got located for it. So we've sourced a brake booster out of a KE30 Corolla, which has got exactly the same stud pattern, but it's just half the size, and it actually fits in there with no modifications. And we've still got clearance between the engine and the brake booster, and we've also bought a brand new brake master cylinder. And this is also of a KE30 Corolla, and that fits straight on there like a glove. All the accelerator cable bracket was all in a different place, so yesterday we fabricated a new bracket here.
Looks nice.
Looks nice, yeah, the guy who made it's pretty onto it guy. And it fits up with a factory throttle cable, so we'll just put it on here, flip it over, hook it in, and put it on here. Like that, and then when I go through, give it some gas. Mean, bro! This is the original throttle body, and it used to have on here, I welded on the side was traction control, but we've cut that off, sliced it down there, but it also had here, had a butterfly that went all the way through, and it had another butterfly, like the throttle one back here, that actually shut, obviously when the wheels started to spin, And
It's called traction
control. And it was controlled by this little bad boy. It used to sit on there, but it always used to sit in there like that. And we've cut it out just to get rid of the traction control, because we don't
Make
want
it look
to have
clean
traction
and
control.
simple.
Yeah, so we're throwing all this in the bin, ground it all down, and we're going to actually TIG weld that hole up so it looks nice.
This brake master cylinder here is the original one off this car. At first we thought the KE30 one would fit, and it did, but we didn't actually realise the original A86 one fitted straight into the KE30 brake booster. And it works out better because now we can just use the original brake lines. That one goes in there.
Initial X is well on its way, but not before Jess demonstrates his version of spooning on Project Initial X.